Yeah, and you could actually think about recalling here. Look, not staying. Because look at your HP and mana. Compare it to Zeri. I don't even need to tell you that you're so much healthier. Well, sorry, they are so much healthier. And then, well, same thing, no support. So this is like a no-brainer that we should think about not staying, but recalling. Because they are in a better position than you are. So if you just go into the brush right now and you recall, it could be a good recall depending on how fast they could push the next wave. It is a level 3 Zeri. She has some wave clear with the Q of the Lulu. But judging that, so let's say in a ideal world, if you press B right now, like let's say you're in this brush and you press B, the next wave is pretty far. Which means this wave is going to be in the middle in like 10 seconds. And then it's going to be pushed in like another 10 seconds. And then it needs to travel into the tower, which is like 5 seconds. So you have plenty of time if you recall and the wave is there. If it's a non-canon, if it's canon, it's even better. What's going on, guys? Besides here, in today's video, we're going to learn how to play JINX. This is going to be an amazing video if you want to improve on JINX. This is an amazing champion in the meta. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. You will learn a lot of fundamentals in this one. And if you are below diamond and if you're below master tier, actually, you're going to learn a lot of things in this one. And I recommend you to actually watch this until the end. It's going to be a laney phase focus, but also a little bit of macro coaching session. I recommend you to watch this until the end.
If I was a stronger level 1 champion, I would have face checked the bush. Let's say we played Ashbone, but in this one, I thought if I face checked the bush, it didn't go well.
It's gonna go. It's hard because she has little tempo. You have little tempo. Zeri Q level 1 is not really that strong compared to Jing. So like 1v1 with Zeri, you win because you have a more attack speed than she has on her Q. But the problem is Lulu. Lulu with Diary does a lot of damage, and Renata damage is like, yeah, she can poke and then run, but it's like I showed you the cooldowns 14 seconds. She has the Q is 7 seconds on Lulu. She's just, it's just hard to win. So no problem. Let's see what you're gonna do right here. So you go for some poke. Let's see. You try to do the trick where out of the brush, hit them into the brush. Very good pressure. Perfect. I like it. I like the pressure. You know your champ, you know your range, you try to poke. The problem is that what I said is we need to play for good recalls. We need to play for the control of the lane and just for short trades, but it's all about minions and it's all about controlling the wave. So if you have to surrender the push, which that's fine. The problem is that with this right here, pay attention to Zeri. She immediately goes to push. So if you do this and you lose the push and then they have the push, when they have a Lulu, you won't be too happy about this.
Yeah, makes sense.
You won't be too happy about it. So this is like super greedy. If they had an Alistar or like a melee support that you can do whatever you want, like maybe a Leona or Alistar, Brom is a bit hard because he could Q you and then or Nautilus is I wouldn't do this against Nautilus, but you could do this if it's like super safe and they don't have a support that is like, you know, can punish you. But now you really have to play for the push because here you see the poke you got, and then also like Zeri is not queuing you. Let's see, because now you are poking, but it's like, look how this looks. They hit the minions more and you're getting more poke. Why? Is because mistake number 1, we underestimated Lulu by a lot. Mistake number 2, instead of playing for the push and a little bit of trade, you played for mostly trades, and then the push you forgot about it.
Yeah. I went for the trades initially because I thought with the rocket I could always get the push, but it looks too far, right? Like maybe good. 1 or 2 hits.
That's good. I can get the push. I'm stronger. Definitely have way more wave clear than the Zeri. But yes, the problem is that you're giving her too much space to hit the minions. Like now, like here, she's already like pushing, and it just looks like, look at her clicking. It just looks like you're not like, oh shit, she's getting the push. I'm losing this push. So it's like, I think you're doing it a little bit, like you're giving her too much breathing room to actually get the push. And also, we're talking about Lulu. Lulu outrades here any day of the week. Pay attention to this. She auto-attacks and she runs away because she just doesn't know how to play Lulu, but pay attention what she does after. Look at that damage.
Yeah, she could also Q me easily. Yeah.
And by the way, this is auto-attack Q from Lulu. That's it. Zeri didn't hit you. So if she like runs you down right here, it's gonna be hard. So this is a bad pattern. Already I can see the understanding of support is not the best. And here, let's see if you actually lose the push. You still try to do the trick with the but now you see, because you lost the push and they have more auto attacks on the minions, they got the trade on you. And Somehow you get the push as well because it just looks like the Lulu didn't know that they need to get the push. So anyways,
I understand the concept.
Yeah. Okay. And then now you're walking up on them with the minions that you have. You ping the word. Very good. And now because you have more minions, you're looking to poke. That is very good. I like the concept. The concept is simple. I have more minions. I'm gonna poke. The problem is that is not realistic because you are playing against a Lulu. Renata, we saw how useful she is level 1. Just 14 seconds on her. And Lulu, pay attention to what happens here. Please, Lulu, Q. Oh, she actually didn't Q. Yeah, getting away with murder. But pay attention to this. You see how free that was? This is not worth.
Yeah.
Imagine she Qs you here. You look like a literally fool here if she Qs. It's like you want to trade. So this is bottom line is this. Now you have the push. You want to look to pressure them, but you can't stay here and poke Lulu because 1-for-1 auto attack is bad. And if she Qs you, we don't even talk about how bad this trade is. So you have to move on the left hand side and you have to try to punish this guy. Because Lulu, you can't punish.
Can I realistically poke Seri too much either? Because we just looked at the Q range being 750.
Yeah, you can do it too much, but you can like stay there, and, like try to pressure her, and if you see a minion gets really low, that's your moment, or like try to stay behind of the minion. But anything, but not go with against Lulu, and not go like face like here. This one, like imagine what's gonna happen here. Let's say you chunk her, but then she chunks you. It's like always bad this trade. It's always bad because Renata can't do much, and then here you get poked.
Is there a point where it changes just because positionally Seri is so far away and Renata is with me?
Yes, if she's really far away and you can trust your like now, this was like okay, it looks decent, but I would still not do it. Okay, and then let's see, and then like now, let's see. Okay, right here, if you want to.
Now we're not making it.
Yeah, it's like it's very difficult because if Renata is positioning perfectly and the Zeri does absolutely the worst thing, which is going there, you could outtrade the Lulu, but if one variable goes wrong, you lose the trade.
Yeah, okay.
So it's like, that's why I wouldn't put myself in that situation where, yeah, we win the trade if the Renata follows me, if the Lulu doesn't have good positioning, if the Zeri is like positioning herself like the worst case scenario. It's like, yeah, but why would I take this risk? If one thing goes wrong, it's just GG. I'm gonna get out traded. So like that's why here I'll just not trade. Just play back, you know, stay there, try to fake pressure the Zeri. Now you keep the wave here to try to punish a bit. This is
because
good.
I have to push, the idea here is just to crash probably on wave 3.
You can, yes, but just don't get too much poke. You see your HP, and Zeri didn't poke you at all. This was just Lulu or you tanking minions or you trying to do something when they have a significantly better poke champion.
Yeah.
That was it. And then here you just, she walks up. You woke up as well. Yeah, okay. She starts Q with Renata. And this was decent. I would go E if I was you.
Okay.
Because here is like the moment you see her here, like you know the range of the E, right?
Yeah.
You can just put her behind her. Like can you use E like here? What do you think? Like right now?
I could if she clicked away. It wouldn't activate, but if she stayed and hit Renata, probably would.
Okay. Let's see. Have you played like this champion like forever, or was it just this season that you?
This season I would say.
This.
But
season.
I've played her in decent.
Okay.
Her people.
Yeah, let's see a bit of the range. Yeah, I can see why you have trouble like winning in solo queue and like playing better, because there are some things that you believe and are wrong, and like you're either missing the pieces of the puzzle, or the pieces that the puzzle that you have are like very like either surface level, or you understand the concept and you just miss something, or you just don't know that little thing. So okay, so yeah. Tell me if you think. Okay, I want a sec. Okay, I guess. Okay, do you think like okay? So line 1, line 2, line 3. You think it's gonna be between line 2 and line 1? It's gonna be after line 3, like
be line 3, right?
Okay, so it's
usually
exactly
I
like
can
this.
drop it the same way as when I have the leveled up Q autos.
So here, where I have my cursor, you think if I press E right now, it's gonna go, right?
Yes.
It's not gonna. Okay, so what about? Okay, I move my cursor. What do you think here? This one.
Probably still yes.
Still yes. Okay. What do you think about this one right here?
Probably still yes, but maybe on the edge.
Okay. So you think if I press E right now, you have the range?
Mm-hmm.
And here?
No.
Can I press E? 1 second. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You see the actual range.
Yeah.
And it's crazy because you have so many games and we don't know this. But if you don't go into practice, well, look at this range. Look at this. So of course you're gonna say that he can just step back and I need like half a second for it to proc. So the actual range is not like this, and it's not even like this, because you have to have like a small second where they have to proc. But this is the range. You see, it's like a little bit behind him. But you see the distance between me and him, or like Dumi. Look, and I can just put it behind, like here. Come on, you can use it here.
Yeah, you're right.
Right. So it's like, yeah, W is better in most of the cases, but I mean, you just play the situation where W is like worse. And then you go for a short trade. Amazing. Okay, sure, you get like random Q by Lulu, but you're level 2 and you try to punish. In this specific case, you took a good trade. Like you take more damage than you get. That's fine. Good. And then now you're like trying to punish. That's fine. This is what I wanted it to do. You see? Like with the Zeri on the left hand side. Pay attention to this. Make her choose. Does she kill you or does she kill the minion? You remember before when you were on the same angle with Lulu?
Yeah.
Super, super important. And now she just... And then now you just try to go for this. So you see, you guys are all-inable. Why? This is because we either force the trades too much or just... So we didn't play it right at all with JINX because you traded too much and it actually underestimated Lulu. But also this guy didn't play it well. So it's a combination between like we both play like super suboptimally.
Yeah.
Okay. Then now... Are you having trouble converting your early game advantages into wins? Feel like your damage output is lower than it should be and you feel like you're putting in the work but you're not seeing really the results? My name is Pizais, with a track record of coaching over 3,659 players with ranks between Iron and Challenger. Here is what I've accomplished with my clients. Right here you can see Silver 1 to Emerald 4 in 1 month time with 1 coaching session. This guy right here got to Grandmaster in NA after when the first coaching session we've done, he was hard stuck in Diamond 2. Alex right here, he was Gold 4 1 year and a half ago and he got to Grandmaster 800 LPP after the coaching session. Here is his master account after just being a gold player a year and a half ago. This is what the coaching session can do to your gameplay. And here is something that you might find inspiring. I've personally climbed from Iron to Diamond with dealing with 200 ping. Now I'll actually get Master Tier with 200 ping on this account that you're gonna see right now. As you can see right here, this is Emerald 1 with very decent win rate on some of the champions and I'm playing pretty well in high Emerald to low Diamond. And I actually play Ezreal as well, as you guys can see right here, and I'm not really scared. If I can achieve this against high Emerald players and low Diamonds playing with such a huge handicap, 200 ping Ezreal, imagine what we can accomplish together with you playing under optimal conditions. Are you ready to see the real progress that you can do? Go to pizais.com and book your coaching session now. Let's improve and get better together. I don't really know what is the jungle. It's 303 and we don't have a word. We need to crush this in. Hope you're not gonna get ganked. Okay, that is a bit greedy though. Because after 310, some junglers actually finish and now it's 320. 330, they actually they are on the scuttle. And this is the fact that like this is fine, you hit it and you run. It is a Lulu, so it's not extremely scary in terms of like what setup they have, but this is a bit here is too much. Because if they are behind you, look at Renata. If they're behind you right now, I mean even a Shyvana I think can kill you right here. Let's say she has no setup. And now you're just pinging. She's actually understanding that you're pinging for a word. You know that you have a specific word ping, right? Like the we need word here kind of ping. Because if you ping that normal ping, some people are just confused. Okay. Yeah, and you could actually think about recalling here. Look. not staying. Because look at your HP and mana. Compare it to Zeri. I don't even need to tell you that you're so much healthier. Well, sorry, they are so much healthier. And then, well, same thing, no support. So this is like a no-brainer that we should think about not staying, but recalling. Because they are in a better position than you are. So if you just go into the brush right now and you recall, it could be a good recall depending on how fast they could push the next wave. It is a level 3 Zeri. She has some wave clear with the Q of the Lulu. But judging that, so let's say in a ideal world, if you press B right now, like let's say you're in this brush and you press B, the next wave is pretty far. Which means this wave is going to be in the middle in like 10 seconds. And then it's going to be pushed in like another 10 seconds. And then it needs to travel into the tower, which is like 5 seconds. You have plenty of time if you recall and the wave is there. If it's a non-cannon, if it's cannon, it's even better.
Yeah.
So the position of the wave will tell you that if you can recall or not. But here, decided to word, which means you wanted to stay, but you shouldn't stay because of the HP.
Okay.
Now we stay. The ping back. Maybe you're thinking about the jungle here.
Yeah, because the jungle path to. Alright, let's assume the jungle path to boss. I don't remember without watching the game.
Yes.
The idea was to just sit on my turret
just sit on the
while he's bot side.
Very good, very good, very good. And then now you go for a short trade. Good. Now try to follow. Stay on the wave. Okay. Nothing crazy.
I had in my notes that when they push us in this time, I should probably have based.
Like
the previous one makes sense too.
Okay, wait.
I think it happens in the next
not
sequence
here. Okay, so we didn't go through it for now, right?
Yeah.
So like we mean now?
I think when they push us in on the turret here, so after this wave crashes, I think that's where I have it.
But now pay attention to them right now. Their scanner died. Look at their HP. Look at their HP. If I'm Zeri, do I feel happy, sad, or how do I feel if I'm Zeri?
You're pretty sad, right? Because you've seen Warwick bot side.
Yes, and look at the wave. So what shouldn't you do as JINX, knowing that Zeri is sad now?
I shouldn't push.
Yeah, exactly. So what should you do then if you shouldn't push?
I would sit and ping Warwick.
Okay, and with the wave, what do we do?
I would just last hit.
Yeah, exactly. You remember, look. Because now you had a lot of minions that are going to stay here and it's going to push into you. But now we took casters that are low. Not the best here, you see?
Yeah,
this is good.
I think my thought process in the actual game is that I'm pretty afraid that even though Warwick is bot side, right now, if we went for a fight, they would win.
Yes.
So I'm trying to turn the weight around. I think that's where my
look at
head
their
is
champions right now. There is Zeri, Lulu. Okay, what is actual range? This is their actual range. So it's like if they want to go for a fight and they click here. I mean, first of all, you're in the tower almost like on your side. They're pretty low, so yeah, maybe they could risk it. Let's say they risk it. It's like it's not like you're playing against Blitzcrank. Playing against two champions that you can see if they walk up on you, they will go on you and you just back off. It's not like I'm playing against, Zerat Q and have to keep my distance. No. It's pretty straightforward. You see Zeri, she can't do anything. And look at you right now. This is like really, really bad. This is what I mean when I said bronze mistakes. Like a basic stuff. Like we have a freeze. We're in a good position. The wave is going to meet here. You're not even going to stay here. You're going to stay not even here. You're going to stay here with the wave in front of you. Right?
Yeah.
So this is really good for you.
If I leave the wave here,
yes,
and Warwick clears his camps and leaves, what do I do then?
Okay, 1 second. So let's say if you if
they just push to my tower
like
and
now,
the next wave meets on my turret, yeah.
So now if they push this wave into the tower.
No, the next one. So basically, if we wait like 20 seconds, the next wave that's coming meets, Warwick kills Gromp and doesn't gank. They still have summons, right? What do I do then?
So you're basically asking, let's say you freeze here, you could freeze here, you're going to be into your tower, but what if my jungle doesn't gank?
Yeah.
That's fine. They are still under pressure. They are still under pressure. They are still the screwed ones. You in the tower, you can't die. can't get ganked, you can farm safely. Them, they can take a risk and push, or they can get ganked and die, but it's a risk anyways. Okay, do I want to stay here and push, but I'm scared because I'm low? Let me take a risk, or I'm gonna get ganked and I'm gonna die. So it's like it's bad or bad for them. So if the Warwick doesn't come, they don't know that the Warwick doesn't come. And it's like what you can do is like keep the wave here. If they want to push it, you can try to punish them if you can, and if you have the HP and the mana. If not, then let the wave crush. In which in both ways they need to overextend to break this wave state. That is positive for you. But you have to look at the wave and see that this is positive for you. Because now this is so bad. Like you're killing all minions, and now this wave is slow pushing to them. This is slow pushing. Why do I say that this is a slow push into the enemy?
Because it meets on my side with 2 minions.
Okay, so what does it mean?
That the wave is gonna push to them over time, right? So even if I do nothing,
yes, on the next one, on the next wave, exactly. So here you had the wave that will stay there for even the next wave, but now just that advantage was just vanished. Like imagine here, Zeri is not here, but into the tower. How would that feel for her? That would feel so bad for her. Look at her. She can't really do much. She just walks up and lasts it. That's it. And then now we just have Renata really, really low. So it's like difficult for us to trade, which, yeah, it's normal. And then now we play in this situation. I see. This is your duo?
No.
Okay, so it's a random and he plays like this. That's impressive. She stays when you stay. Panicked a bit here with the barrier. Yeah, I could have easily killed her if you play it better. We don't know the limits. Or maybe we don't know zero limits. Like here we shouldn't barrier. Then right here, like you're not dead. Like now you're not dead. Here, auto, and then you just flashed. Yeah, okay. See. Because the Lulu, you see her mana right here on the Lulu? Like she only has auto attacks. So like now you shouldn't really be scared. I mean, you did get exhausted and you just got a bit like a bit panicked, but the bottom line is don't use your barrier here. Like you just panic with the barrier and just keep it like now. You have to have barrier, because if you get exhausted while you still have barrier, you will have that confidence that okay, I can always flash out and barrier, but let me kill her first. Okay. But because you panic with that barrier, right now it's gonna be hard. Again, we shouldn't be in this situation if we knew how Lulu works and how Renata works, and we played better. Like look, why are they there when we'll be ganks instead of here? Right? Yeah. It's like then support knowledge, then wave management, and a bit of trading as well. And then now we can't really do much. And then it just tried to recall instantly. And then it didn't help him, I see. Okay. Let's see. Because you need to push this before recalling, but you cannot do it. That guy is already dead. And now you are 0 HP. So the chances of you dying if you just follow that one is very high. Therefore, you decided to just leave. That's fine. With this amount of HP that you have, usually it's good to like walk up and W at least. Yeah. But with that, I would do if I have like 200 HP, 150 worst case. With 70 HP, you took the right choice of abandoning the guy. How much mana do you need for the W?
60. Or maybe that's level 1. Maybe less. Or 40.
You see my... Yeah, so only if you max it. Only if you max it. I see. Right? But you see that I actually have it here. This one. You see that? Yeah, okay. It's useful because you see you don't know the mana. And it's very important because if you had enough HP, maybe you need like 2 mana, you can walk up here and just W. But you need to know how much mana you need. But here you took the right choice. And then... Okay, so we just go for the Yuntal. No problem. BF Sword is a goodbye. Wave is slow pushing into them. So this is not duo? It's solo? No. Yeah, solo. Let's see. I don't know what this Zeri does. Let's see. Don't hit the wave. Anyway, it's gonna push. Okay, now it's gonna push into them. Let's see what you're gonna do. I see. Like now it's slow pushing into them, right?
Mm-hmm.
So at this point right now, how is the wave state right here? Like
it's gonna push to them. Probably when that wave dies, it's gonna crash because it's too big. So I couldn't really wait for the next one. So
what
crash
should
on
you
this
do right
one.
now?
I
With
guess
the
I
minions,
could either hard shove the wave.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or
I could also go for a trade with it if they walk up. Right?
for a trade, right?
Mm-hmm.
With the minions. Okay, but where is the enemy jungle right now?
I don't know.
Exactly. And then it's like you don't have any word right now. It's like if you're trying to pressure off the wave and you get ganked, then it's gonna be GG.
Mm-hmm.
But if you push this wave into the tower, you can go for a ward, and after you go for a ward, because you crushed a big wave, you can still go for the punishment on them with the minions. So like
So
right
you want
now,
to hard shove, crash the wave, walk toward river, walk back to turn pressure if I don't see the jungle?
yeah, well, so
Yeah.
you crush. Number one, you
Mhm.
crush because the wave is one, it's slightly on their side, and it's not like it's like if you're gonna try to punish them right now, it's not gonna take a like think about it. You have like 12 minions with the cannon and they have like 6. It's like these minions are gonna die really fast. They can just sit here and just wait. You push this wave, you go on the river. On the river, since you have a big wave into the tower, you can choose toward this one and this one. It's just enough. Then you go back to the tower and you can play aggressive.
Okay.
Because you're still gonna have a half of the wave, so you can punish a bit. Okay, they're just fighting the minions, but I think you're fine here. Really? Let's see. Okay. Spacing was a bit iffy. I mean, she does have a lot of damage on Lulu, but like, pay attention to this. Lulu. No E. She has Q. Lulu has Q. Okay, Lulu has Q. She has E as well right now. We backed off. Like right here. We woke up. Okay, let's see what you're gonna do right now. Then you try to ulti. Let's see when you proc the ult. Yeah, that's not very good that you proc the ulti. Like look at your click. You see Super Mega Dead Rocket after he goes? That's bad. Wait the fear and then proc it.
Okay.
Because you see where your cursor is. Like you didn't think about the fear first. The concept is simple. I have a CC guy that can CC. Let me see that she CC'd. I ulti after.
Yeah.
Very important. Boom. You hit it, but again, if you show me this clip with you and I see your cursor and I see how you move and I see that you didn't wait the CC, like a thing that will tell me, okay, this guy is below diamond, 100%. Like he didn't wait the guaranteed, ulti. Okay, you need to learn it. And then you push. And then after you push, you recall. Okay, you're also looking at the Drake with your camera to see that it's not started. Let's see if you can or not get the plate. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second, 803. 803 the AD carry recall. The spawn, sorry. So now it's 811. So it's 8 seconds since she was spawned. So it's usually 30 seconds from base to lane. So she's basically right here. Should you go for the plate? Based on the health of the plate, which is really healthy, based on the amount of minions that you have, which not a lot, and the fact that you're also very low HP, so Warwick or like enemy jungle can kill you, you recall. You recalled in a position that I don't usually recommend, in the middle of the lane. But did you think about like Zeri being there when you recalled here?
Yeah. Usually I would try and recall above, but because Sarah can jump the walls and I really like that. And because the jungle didn't counter gank when we killed the bot lane, I just assumed that no one was bot side and went for the fastest recall I could.
Yeah, but again, it is solo queue, so it's like, because I see you have a really high dead ratio, so it's like if you again you think that the jungle is not gonna come, he can come. It's not challenger, it's not competitive. People like there is so much randomness in plat, silver, plat, gold, emerald. So here I would definitely think about the jungle and I would go into the brush. And then if you want to recall here, you need to know you're safe of the enemy support and enemy AD carry and the enemy jungle. This is another red flag that is like you're recalling here, but again you need to track the Zeri. Because if you recall there, look, 803 she spawned. It's 813, it's 10 seconds, she's there. You recalling right here is fine. Lulu just spawned. This is fine if you're thinking about it. But guess what? If the Zeri was there or there, and she can stop your recall, or she can have a small, I mean, she can kill you or stop your recall, it's always bad for you. So be very careful with the position of the recall. That should depend on where is the enemy AD carry, where is the enemy support, and can I die of the enemy jungle? It's crucial.
Yeah, makes sense.
Okay, do they start it after? Yes, you recall and they started after. Okay.
I think even if they started it, my immediate thought would be to just finish my recall.
Just finish your recall, yeah, okay.
Because I'm kind of useless.
Yeah, because you're low HP.
Like if I stay and kill that Drake, I just have Seri on my turret. By the time I start recalling, that doesn't seem right.
Yeah, in this specific case, it's okay because the Veigar can't move since he's just in the tower, and you have Warwick. We have like decent vision because of the mid wave. You also have ward there, so the chances of them getting contested there is low, so you don't follow. But in solo queue, it's quite important to sometimes hover this place if it's like again, if you have a lot of HP and it is hoverable. Okay. I'm thinking maybe we should go a bit on the mid game as well, just a very fast. Because early game we saw you don't really play much support, do you?
No, I've played maybe 150 games of support total.
Like ever? Like how long did you play this game for?
2 years. Maybe it's almost 3 years to the point. I started 2022. I guess 3 years.
Oh really?
Summer 2020. Oh, I'm lying. 2021.
But that's very good.
I didn't really play the first year.
That's very good still. Okay, I see. So then you don't have as many patterns as I thought. As many bad patterns.
I played quite a lot, so you're probably right, because I played a lot of games. So even though calendar-wise I haven't played that much, I've probably played a few thousand games.
So then the patterns that you have that are like holding you back really hard are unfortunately from playing with the team, I think. From playing with a different environment that like different with the solo queue. Yeah,
that makes sense. That was also one of the things I asked going in, is I can feel when I play solo queue, it's not the same, and I'm not very good at it.
Yeah, I see why. No problem. With coaching, it's like really easy to fix these mistakes. I see your mechanics are pretty good. So there is that. It's good. Okay, I see. Yeah, okay. So because I saw, wow, true. You actually played a lot because you have like 1,000,000 points on JINX or on Ashe, was it? I remember something.
I think I have 1,000,000 on MF and probably like 600 to 800 on Ashe, and I think JINX too by now.
I see.
But a lot of the games I played on JINX were very early, and then I had a big break playing other champions, actually learning the game, and then I played JINX again this season.
That's not bad because you play so much, and usually playing so much, like most of the people that played as much as you, they are just so autopilot, they don't think about their decision, but it just feels like you are conscious about the decisions you're making most of the cases, which is very, very, very good. Very good. Okay, let me see a bit of CS, because your dead ratio is definitely higher than average. See your CS 8255 65 81 86 79 76. For Platinum 3 is really high, but this tells me only one thing, that you're not doing damage in the games, because maybe you're not grouping where you should group.
Yeah, this replay we're looking at is a very poor example of that, because we don't really team fight. The reason I didn't include many replays with a lot of team fighting is that I don't think my mechanics in team fights is really
for sure
where I'm the weakest. So just showing you me doing team fights like okay for the level, it's kind of less value, right?
Okay, that sounds good. That's a good, very good rotation right here. You're like, wave is coming into me. I still have time because there is this cannon wave and the next wave is quite far, yeah, quite close. I'm looking to follow. I move, but this doesn't look good. I ulti and I need to go back to the lane because Zeri just pushed the wave. Very nice. Very, very nice. You understood how much time you have to come back. You understood that you can fight, you can hover, but not fully commit since the wave was like that. Zeri was actually really good pushing the wave.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
Super. My thought process right here is I'm trying to get in a little bit of poke on Zeri, but if she actually wins me, I'm going to die.
That's fine. So. That's fine. So this is like, that's good that I can see you're understanding the AD carry. If you could understand the support as well as you do with the AD carry, it would be different early game.
Would you recommend playing support games to try and learn it, or to spend time looking them up in detail in the practice tool on the wiki?
I mean,
stuff like that.
Definitely both, but if you could only choose one, I would play support. So you can learn them better. You can do practices with your support in the team, as in, hey man, play AD carry, I play support for you. You know, let's learn together. Because him understanding AD carry also helps you. Because he will understand what you want from him better.
Yeah, okay.
So if you can get some games on support, that would be very good.
I think the likelihood there is low, but I'll try asking.
Well, no problem. I mean, you can do it by yourself then.
No problem.
Okay, so what is your plan here? Do you remember this?
I'm kind of at this point, because they win the all-in so hard. My only goal really is to farm, and my idea here is to do a bit of like fake pressure. So anything that makes them think they're under threat and not all in me, without actually getting into an all-in.
That's good.
So small chip damage, don't get all in.
But it's really important for you to also like think a bit about, you know, what next for you. Like pushing it into oblivion. So you just have to look at your gold, because the tower you can't get it. So you just have to pay attention to your gold. So now, what is the second item that you want to buy here?
I'd probably try and buy a seal.
How much is that?
1,200.
Yeah, but you have the 2 daggers. How much is that?
I guess 600 then.
Yeah, so you have it. So you could recall, but it's not really like a nice buy.
Yeah.
So you said you want to buy what? Phantom Dancer, or do you go Hurricane usually?
I prefer Hurricane.
Perfect. That's the answer that I wanted to hear. It's better on JINX in general. In general, PD is also decent items sometimes. Okay, so I guess Zeal. So it's gonna be basically 600 plus 350. So it's 950. So if you have 950 or 1100, so you can buy an extra dagger, that is more than enough. Unless you can pressure them into the tower more, in which case you can stay. You should just play for the 1100 gold.
Because the walk back time to lane is very similar to a wave spawn at this point, would you recall for, let's say I had 1500, yes. Would you recall and risk dropping a few minions, or would you stay since I'm healthy and not under pressure?
If it's 1500 gold and you recall and you lose like 2-3 minions, but then they actually don't recall and you have that 1500 gold advantage because you spend it and they didn't, it's huge.
Okay.
It's huge. In the 2v2, they will just lose. You will be like literally half HP after the whole 2v2. So usually anything that is above like 1100, 1200 is considerable, yes. If you lose like one wave and one plate and stuff, no. But if you lose like just a few minions, like 3, maybe 4, that's fine. Like here, insta recall. Because the next wave is super far, like you have plenty of time to come back in the lane. You're not even gonna lose minions. Because this wave needs like 15 seconds to arrive. Look at this. 15 seconds to arrive, and then like 7 seconds to push. And then the wave needs to travel into the tower as well. 5 seconds. You have so much time. 27 seconds. In 27 seconds, you're there. You're gonna lose like So that's
a couple.
That's fine as long as they don't hit the tower. Because now it's like you can't pressure them into the tower. Like you're pushing. But it's like in this specific case, of course, the challenger player will contradict me because we have mid prio and they're making a play top lane. So I'm a little bit like forcing this concept on you, because the right play is actually to stay because we have mid prio, everyone is top lane, and we're making this. But in general, if, of course, how many games at 15 minutes your Zed is going to take your second tower, right? So if it's a normal game, then you should just recall here. Okay, and then you stay, and I think you just push. Yeah, I would usually just slow push here, like 2-3 waves, so you can get more plates, or even the tower. Because now if you crush one, it's like, yeah, crush one. And the sad thing about it is like, look at where the next wave is. That one they need to push to punish you. If you recall now, there is no universe where they can get to push that wave. Because you have so much time. Look at this. Because like the question is simple. Can you get plates or tower? Let's be honest.
No.
Let's be honest. Can you pressure them reliably in the top? I mean, no. Do you need to be on the river or do something else on the... No. Okay, then you have a lot of gold. You can just recall. And now we waited. The guy recalled actually with Lulu. And here, the moment you see her recalling, what should you be doing? Like when you see Lulu recalling. Let's say you stay, you decided to stay, and you see Lulu recalling right here.
If I actually knew she finished her recall, I should push for the tower.
Yes, but I would actually walk up right here and I would pressure the Zeri. As she's farming. Pay attention to this. Ping this guy. If this is challenger, she's getting flamed. Like, what the fuck are you doing? They are recalling. We can easily get the tower, an extra wave, and Krugs. You're recalling like a balloon. This guy's baboon. There is no reason we have a free opening. And look what you're doing.
Yeah.
Look where you're clicking. This is why we're... And now, like, you're going there. It's like, no. Ping your Renata. Tank the next wave. Literally, tank the next wave because she has shield for you. You push, you take tower. Because now, we can't push it that fast. Why? Well, Renata is not here. So look at the tower. Free tower here you had.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then now you group mid. But it's like... And then do you leave Z bot? What is the reason why you leave Z bot?
The reason for leaving said ball?
Yeah.
I don't really want to drop bounty tower.
So you don't want them to get it out. But if you stay there, do you drop it?
No.
That's the thing, right? And Zed is really strong. It's like if you keep him, I mean, we know what the action is gonna be right now. It's gonna be top herald. So it's like you want to send Zed on both ways. So you want to isolate your asset. Okay, sure, Zeri can't play the game, but you're gonna be the one in teamfight, not him, not Zed. So then I'm like, this is good if he has TP. If he has Ignite, staying for the tower yourself here so you can get the tower before grouping mid lane is very preferable most of the games. So let's see.
Okay.
He has Ignite. Yeah, so it's not ideal.